Welcome, systems check. System all clear. Initiating startup protocol. Welcome trivia and crypto degenerates. Access granted. Enjoy the descent into this immersive game of knowledge.
All right, perfect. We're live. We're ready to go. Welcome everybody, as always, to Trivia Vice. We've got a fun one planned for you tonight. We got a little gift for everybody. We've got a sneak peek of what the website is going to look like. Some people are already starting to sign up for it, so that's exciting. So we'll show you that here in just a couple of minutes. But what do we got tonight, Dan? Because Dan actually made the whole game tonight.
So we have 5 different rounds, and we also have 3 bonuses tonight. So
we got 3 bonuses?
3 bonuses.
Oh,
I'm not messing around today. So we got some unique categories today. So we have I'll wait until the game starts to really tell you what they are. But the first few are just generic ones. You got your general knowledge, you got your sports, ones like that. And then we get into some real fun categories that are pretty niche. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So I think we've got some new peeps on. It looks like our numbers are jumping all over the place, but we got some new people on. So if you want to go over real quick the rules with them, and then I'll get the website kind of pulled up so I can share that with everybody, and then we'll remind everybody, what we're doing with the website, what's going on with that, when that's launching, and then we'll get into it.
Correct. So for those uninitiated, you just got to type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the correct answer. You don't need to type out the whole answer. You just type in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Speed does count. Top 3 people per round will get a point. We do 5 questions per round, and then the bonuses in between. We have 3 bonuses today, like I said. So we have 3 bonuses. The top 3 per round will move on, except for the bonuses. It's just the top person. So speed does count. We'll give it about another 30 seconds, and we'll get started. Actually, you might as well fire it up, I guess, because that takes about 30 seconds for it to start anyway.
Well, here, let me show this real quick before.
Oh, yeah. So Katie says, where's the stash? I actually just shaved it again. I feel naked now without it.
All right. So actually, you know what? Let's do the game first, and then we'll show the website at the end. It'll be easier. So then I don't mess up my flow of getting the game started here and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get that started here.
So the first round is general knowledge. We got a little of everything in that one. And let me get my pad and pen. There we go. Perfect.
Beautiful. There we go. All right. So first round, he says general knowledge.
First round is general knowledge.
All right.
And
I think I know 2 sections that you did. So I helped Dan out with like 3 of the questions, but other than that, I don't know anything that's coming. So
all right, question number 1: which American president appears on the $1 bill? Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, or Abraham Lincoln? So we're starting off a little easy. At least what I would consider easy. However, there's a lot of people that might not know this, so I don't ever want to assume.
So let's see. So Washington's the 1, Lincoln's the 5, Franklin's the 100. Is Jefferson the 20?
Jefferson's no, Jackson's the 20.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson's the 20, and
which one's Jefferson? Is he a 10?
Jefferson's on the nickel.
Oh,
in the 10. Yeah, in the 10. You're right.
Okay, as you say, I thought he was on one of the bills, but I couldn't think of which one.
How the hell did Ben Franklin get the 100? Like, I know the guy was important, but like he wasn't even a president. I don't know. I'm just saying. The dude spent most of the Revolutionary War over in England. Just saying. So.
Oh, Jackpot says the Jefferson's on the 2.
Honestly,
Megan's saying the 2 as well. Okay.
I haven't seen a $2 bill in 20 years, probably. All right. Question number 2. After how many years would you celebrate your crystal anniversary? I did not know this. 25, 20, 15, or 10?
Yeah.
Curtis says Harry Tubman's on the 20 soon. Yeah, I think so. I know they talked about that. I don't know, like 5 years ago. I haven't really heard much about it. I know that's something that takes some time, obviously, to go into circulation, but
Right.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what they're planning on doing with that. By the time they get their butts in gear and do it, cash is going to be obsolete. So, the Vice coin will reign supreme.
That's right.
So this is a little more mixed bag. We actually got.
I'm
a
gonna
lot of different
say I'm
answers.
gonna go with number 2. 20's always been my number, so I'm saying 20.
So this one is, I believe, 15, and I say that I believe because yes, I was going to say. So I'd say the majority of people got it, but there's definitely. I don't know what the 25 or 20 would be.
I gotta be honest, I don't know what any of them are.
Yeah,
Like that's bad, but I don't know any of them.
All right, question number 3. What was Bank of America originally founded as? It's the Bank of San Francisco, the Bank of Italy, the Bank of Charlotte, or the Bank of Britain? Do you have any idea, Kyle?
I do. I'll wait. I'll just do it now. I think it was the Bank of Britain.
Kyle's going Bank of Britain. I may have gotten most people. Jerry might be the only one I know that got it. Now, it's actually the Bank of Italy. So Bank of America started out in San Francisco. So Jerry's from Southern California. So he has a little bit of maybe a little bit more.
He's in the know.
Yeah, he's in the know about banks. But it started off as the Bank of Italy in San Francisco, and then changed their name to Bank of America, which is probably a little more ubiquitous with being in America. So that makes sense. I feel like a Bank of Italy wouldn't have caught on in America too much. All right, question number 4. What water brand is the largest in the world? Smart Water, Poland Springs, Nestle, or Aquafina? Speaking of Aquafina, the actress Aquafina there, she was in Shang-Chi, and she was really good in that. And I'm not going to lie, I find her kind of annoying in other things she's in. She was really good in that. She did a good job.
All right, so the real question is, which one of these waters is your favorite?
I like both. Actually, honestly, I like my favorite probably still is Poland Spring. So I'm a huge water snob, as Kyle already knows. I'm a huge water snob. I can tell a difference in taste between any water.
Yep.
Steph has tested me on this. I really like Smart Water. I'm actually starting to like that because it's got the nipple. And I have one right now. I like
drinking it. As you say, I'm drinking it right now, and Poland Spring has one with the nipple on the top, but it's not the same. Smart Water has the smooth bottle, and Dan and I were discussing this the other day as we were buying it. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I like the smooth bottle,
just like our ancestors drinking it straight from the nipple of the river. All right, question number 5. In flight systems, what does the initialism of TCAS stand for? Traffic Configuration Alignment System, Traffic Communication Alert System, Traffic Collision Avoidance System, or Traffic Call Sign Abbreviation System. This was the one and only question, if you couldn't tell, that I did not come up with myself, that the game made.
So Brooklyn says, can we all just agree Dasani's disgusting? Yes. Thank you.
Dasani's the worst.
I'm not a fan of Aquafina either, personally.
No, I like it's very crisp. It does get warm quick. Steph pointed that out to me.
Here's the thing. Dasani is with Coke, and I much prefer Coke to Pepsi. Aquafina's with Pepsi. I like Aquafina better than Dasani, but Coke is way better than Pepsi.
Yeah, Coke's better than Pepsi in most things, but yeah, Dasani water is just the worst.
Yeah,
if I was in a desert and there was nothing else, I'd just die. Hydration's is better than Dasani. Well, I thought we'd get more spread out for this, but actually, almost everyone we got a big grouping there.
All right, so nobody got all 5.
Nobody got all 5. That makes me kind of happy. And Jerry's the only one with 4. So let's see. So Jerry gets 1, Kev gets 1, and Mitch gets 1.
So
going
Jerry
in,
and Evelyn both saying Fiji.
I'll be honest. I never had Fiji. And Mitch
never have either.
Mitch says Dasani tastes like plastic. Yes, Dasani's bottles. Like I don't know what it is. They get warm very quickly too, but it just tastes like plastic.
Yep.
So this is the first bonus, the first of 3 bonuses. Remember, for the bonus round, only the top person will get a point. So the quickest correct answer is going to get it. All right, here we go. I'll do the bonus one too real quick.
All right.
Which city features all of their professional sports teams' jerseys with the same color scheme? Tampa Bay, Seattle, Pittsburgh, or New York? See if you think
it's got to be Seattle.
Kyle.
No, hold on. It's not Tampa Bay for sure. It's not New York. Well, it's either Seattle or Pittsburgh.
Well, you got Pittsburgh Steelers, the Pirates, black and white, and
Oh,
yellow,
yeah.
black, white, and yellow, and then Steelers, black, white, and yellow. So
okay, yep.
It's the Steelers. So I think if you think it through, you'll get it. Now the question is, who got it first? Who got it first?
Technically, wouldn't Seattle? So Seattle has the Seahawks that are like the bright green and blue. The Sounders are bright green and blue. Oh, the Kraken aren't bright green though.
No, the Kraken are like a teal color.
I was gonna say they're teal. Shit.
And God, but they got the coolest sports name other than the Toronto Raptors. It's the coolest name.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right,
Bobby
Bobby
getting the point.
Gets the point on that one. Okay. So now we got Jerry, Kev, Mitch, and Bobby all with one going into round number 2, which is going to be sports. I'm excited for rounds 3, 4, and 5. I don't know why. I think because they're all very.
I know at least 2 of them. What you've got coming?
Yeah, they're all niche. Kyle helped me with rounds 3 and 4, and those were fun to do.
Even on those though, not really a whole lot.
No, you didn't.
I think I gave you like a couple ideas for each one of them because
I think you gave me ideas
were trying to come
for
up with something.
For the wrong answers.
That might have been, yeah.
Which I get, like we said.
Yeah,
before.
I'm good at coming up with wrong answers. Comes natural.
That's definitely the harder part, I think, honestly, than coming up with the right answer.
All right, number 1. What diameter is a standard men's basketball? 29.5 inches, 28.5, 12.5, or 10.5?
Curious how many people know this. I made sure I included men's in there because obviously. So according to the rules of basketball, a standard basketball is technically considered a men's ball, just because that's what most people play with. But a women's ball is 28.5 inches. A men's ball's diameter is 29.5.
I was going to say it should be 29.5.
And it's amazing because that inch is all the difference in how it feels. Like if you're used to one, the other one's going to feel entirely different. So you go down to 27.5, and that's what like kids usually 10 and under use. And then 26.5 is like 5 and under.
Yeah, we were pretty much split right down the middle on that.
Yep.
All right, number 2. What year did the New Orleans Saints win the Super Bowl? 2011, 2010, 2009, or 2008?
So Katie says that's circumference, not diameter. See, I'm not good at math, though. So she says, oh, my Lord. She's just salty. She got the question wrong. I think that's what it comes down to.
All right, so the Saints won it. So for the overall season, because technically it would have been 2010 that they won, but the season was the 2009 season.
Yeah, so they won in 2010. Well, technically the question is, what year did they win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so 2010, because then my Packers won it the next year.
I just don't like Aaron Rodgers. As a player, as a person, I just don't like him.
Now, he needs to cut his hair.
It was even before that, though. I just like, I don't know. Just kind of drives me nuts.
All right, number 3. Which country will host the 2022 FIFA World Cup? The U.S., Switzerland, Qatar, or Japan? Well, I was going to wait, but it looks like everybody else is going with 3 as well. So, yes, it's Qatar.
Where is Qatar exactly? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. Now, I think the U.S. hosts it in 2026, correct?
Correct. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in L.A. again, which is.
I'm super pumped. I want to go.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm not sure where Qatar is, to be honest with you. So
Okay,
anybody
good.
that's a geography buff out there, if you know where Qatar is, let us know.
Yeah, I feel like that poor country is going to bankrupt themselves trying to host this World Cup. It's
So
like
many
when
so many countries do. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing with between the Olympics and the World Cup, how many countries literally go into bankruptcy to fund everything.
which is why most countries don't even want to host the Olympics anymore because it's just not worth it anymore. It
Because
doesn't
as
bring
you
in the
say, they're all
revenue.
just hoping that it's going to just bring this massive boost to their economy, but it's just really shortly lived.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. What's the name of the AHL affiliate of the Toronto Maple Leafs? Toronto Wolfpack, Toronto Rock, Toronto Marlies, or the Toronto Argonauts?
So I do know, and I don't know why I know this. At least I think I know this. The Argonauts are a CFL team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I only know
Yep.
that.
I think
That's the only,
they're, as you say, the Argonauts are, they're CFL, I believe.
so that's the only CFL team I know because I think it's just a cool name, the Argonauts.
Argonauts.
I don't know why, but it is the Marlies.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be 3.
Yeah, that's a man name. When you're coming up with names for sports teams, I just feel like some are just so lackluster.
Imagine being the AHL affiliate of the Kraken, like having to follow that up. You
Yeah.
got like the most badass name in sports, and then like
Yeah, what are you gonna be?
what do you name your feeder team?
Yeah.
All right, last one of this round. How many periods are in a game of hockey? 2, 3, 4, or 5?
We were just doing this. We were just talking about this the other day. Kyle and I were reading a sports article talking about a basketball game.
Oh yeah,
and it drives me nuts. I went on a good 2 or 3 minute rant about how it drives
when
me nuts.
when they say period for basketball, it's like
Yeah.
no, it's quarters. Soccer and football are halves, and hockey
Yes.
is periods.
Because there's 3. 3 is not even in quarters are done because there's 4 of them. Hence the name quarter. And he keeps using periods when the guy writes out these articles, and I'm like, I want to write into him and be like, dude, you gotta stop that. It's driving me nuts. This is not hockey. So I kind of figured most people would get this, but I didn't know if there was any like anti-hockey people out there. Apparently not.
All right, let's see. A couple people getting 5.
All right, let's see. There we go. Okay, so Joey is on the board. So looks like we got a new slew of people. So Joey Curtis and Stephanie all with 1. So now we have a 7-way tie for first place. So it is not broken out yet. It's anybody's game. Are we going?
All right, what do we got coming up?
So is this round 3?
Yes. Is this Name That Tree?
So this is Name That Tree.
So we're going to have a picture of a tree, and you have to identify the tree, whether it be by the leaves, or I think it's all like an actual picture of a tree, right?
No, the one's a leaf.
Oh, boy. All right. I only helped him, I think, with the last one, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, so what do we got? Is this a poplar tree, an oak tree, a birch tree, or an aspen tree? I don't know why I was so excited to do this one, because like I'm not like a guy that just like has a weird fetish for trees. I promise. I just thought it was a fun. It's something different.
As you say, it is cool. We were trying to come up with something different. So yeah, that's definitely a birch tree. I've got a few of them. Believe it or not, we got a few of them in our backyard, like out near, like where that little creek bed is.
So I believe it's still, at least it was for a long time, it's illegal in New York State to to strip bark off a birch tree
because they're really rare, right?
It is very rare, and it hurts them obviously. But
I think for them, they don't grow individually either, do they? Doesn't there at least have to be 2 of them for them to survive?
So.
I think we have like 3 or 4 out back.
And the reason people strip bark is because they're extremely flammable and they burn for quite a while. So it's easy to start a fire. All right. So name the leaf. Now, I'm going to say this one's probably a little easier. I tried getting a tree for it, but honestly, like from a distance, when you have the whole tree shown, a maple, elm, oak, all kind of look pretty similar. So I decided to make this one a little easier. We are going to get a little harder as we go on to these. There's a couple that are...
There's a couple towards the end I think are going to be pretty
I'll
tough.
genuinely be shocked if people get some of these right. But maybe it's just because I'm like not good with trees. I don't know. I think everyone got that one.
Oh, we should have done one like based on like the type of nut that comes from a tree.
We were going to the one. We were going to do a chestnut.
I was going to say the one we almost did.
But that was really hard. It was hard to get a good picture to, describe what we were going for here.
No surprise there. Brooklyn and Bobby, both from Canada.
Yep.
Identifying that, no problem.
Yep. The mighty maple.
That's right.
All right. Name the type of tree. Is this a spruce tree, cypress, boxwood, or a bonsai?
So Dan corrected me earlier because I said bonsai when we
Yes.
were coming up with different answers for it. And he said, no, it's actually pronounced bonsai.
Bonsai, like you sigh after you break your bone.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
So is that like Bonesaw from Spider-Man?
Bonesaw. I only know that because one year for Christmas, I got my sister-in-law, Brooke, a bonsai tree. She had it for a couple of years.
So what does a bonsai tree do?
It's kind of like having a pet that you don't really need to do much to take care of.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm
I
pretty
didn't know
sure
if it had like any. I didn't know if it had like any special properties or like herbs that can get made out of it or
No,
something.
I think
like
it's just
that.
a hobby people do. Like you can trim it and shape it and do different fun things. But like, I think it's just something people do to be like, it's relaxing. It's a very zen thing to do.
It's like a chia pet.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Do we have a willow tree, a maple tree, a birch tree, or an ash tree? Maybe it's just okay. I guess the last one was a hard one. We got harder on the last one. I feel like, yeah. So Brooklyn says, I literally killed a bonsai tree, and you don't have to do anything. Yeah. I think Brooke eventually, not to call her out on here because she's playing, but sorry, Brooke, but I think you killed it eventually. But you did keep it for a couple of years, if I remember right. But the poor thing succumbed to neglect. So we do have a willow. Now
the willow's the tree from Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah, I think that's what him and Jenny sit on. I think there's a lot of different types of willow trees out there. But yeah, I think so.
Yep. I always think of the Whomping Willow.
All right, final question. Do we have a wisteria, a plumeria, a dogwood, or a cherry blossom?
I think this is the one I came up with all the answers for.
You did. You were pulling some out of your ass.
I didn't even with my answers. And take a look at that. I got a lot of people.
You did. Good for you.
I don't think... Did anybody get that right?
Yeah, we got a few.
Oh, wait. Okay. Kay got it. Brooke got it.
Kay, Kev. Yeah, they got... So it is a dogwood. So a cherry blossom...
I told you cherry blossom would be the one everybody went with.
Almost identical. It's a little taller, and it's cherry color when they blossom instead of... So a dogwood, unless it's a cherry dogwood, but dogwood blossoms...
And the cherry, I think the trunk was a little bit thicker.
Yes.
It's a little more like taller. It was a little bit bigger.
Yep. It's 3 C's thick.
Is it bad that like the main thing I remember from going to Washington, D.C. is the cherry blossoms?
Yeah, when we went for our senior trip, Steph, come to find out, is incredibly kind of dangerously allergic to them. And she was like, couldn't breathe the entire trip. All right, so looks like Kay gets on the board with 1. Bobby now has 2, and Kevin now has 2. So Kevin and Bobby have taken the lead now. And then we got Kay, Jerry, Mitch, Joey, Curtis, and Stephanie all with 1 point. Going into the next bone. Or no, excuse me. This is round 4.
We got to name that car.
Yeah, name that car. We had so much fun with these ones. I just wanted to change it up for you peeps a little bit. For the general knowledge ones, I was like, we could do the same old stuff, but I'm like, we gotta
I like the
mix it up.
picture ones too. It's so much easier than coming up with a question.
It is, and you don't have to worry about misspelling, like the difference between circumference and diameter.
Ooh, I got an idea. I'll share it here in a minute for another game. All right, name that car. Is that a Thunderbird, Mustang, GTO, or Camaro? So one we could do is, what if we did like celebrities' faces, but you like only show half the face, or like blur out like the eyes or certain facial features?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can they identify who it is?
Yeah, I like that. It's a great idea. So this one, Katie pointed it out. She says it says it on the grill. That is correct. It does say GTO on the grill, but speed also is important. So even if you got it right, sometimes it's better to get it wrong and answer quickly. At least in my opinion, that's what I would do. But it's also why I don't play. It's why I host.
Oh, look at that. We were looking for another answer earlier, and I said Thunderbird, and it looks like that was the... Yep.
They look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So upon first glance, I would not...
That's what I thought it was when Dan showed the picture. I'm like, oh, it looks like a Thunderbird.
GTO is definitely one of my favorite classic cars. Very, very nice looking.
All right, so this is a Corvette. Name the decade. Is this a 60s, a 50s, a 40s, or a 30s? That's a badass car.
It is. I just know I wouldn't fit in it.
That is so...
No way in hell I'd fit in that thing.
That is so cool.
But it is really cool.
So we were talking about that earlier too, because this was actually the round that I saw most of these questions and answers already. This is the same car that Red had from that 70 show, right?
Yeah, he ends up getting it later on. Yeah,
yep.
That's like his dream car.
That's such a badass car.
Steph says I have to pretzel myself. I'm not even sure if I could do it there. I definitely don't think I'd fit in that car. I don't think the 1950 suspension could take it either. It would my knees would be like up to my throat. It would be awful. But just bomb around that thing would be really cool. So, I'm trying to remember what the third one is. Is it the
Oh yes. All right, name the make of the van. Is it a Pontiac, a Plymouth, an Oldsmobile, or a Chrysler? Steph, we're counting on you to know this one.
So I don't remember if they actually had a Plymouth or a Chrysler. I don't remember. But this one, it says right on it has it on the hood. But this one was a fun one we just had. Stephanie drove this in high school, and this thing never worked for her. However, anytime I got behind the wheel, that thing purred like a kitten. I loved that van. And at the time, I was offered to buy it because it was worth $200 for scrap, because this thing was at its end of its life. And I would have totally bought that if I had $200 in my name at the time. I did not. I was a high school kid. I was poor. But I really regret not raising $200 to have that car, because I loved that fucking thing. It loved me too. I just want to say that.
All right, name the make of the car. Is that a Tesla, a Nissan, a Mazda, or a BMW? Steph says it puttered at 25 miles an hour at most up the hill for me.
Oh my gosh.
So as predicted, we're pretty much split right down the middle at Mazda and BMW. So if you look very closely right there.
And on the tires.
And on the tires is the BMW symbol. So that is a BMW, but we had said people are going to mistake that for a Mazda Miata.
That was very hard, though, because the pictures aren't huge on this when we put them in the game, so it was not done. We put that in knowing you probably wouldn't be able to see it. You pretty much have to know by looking at it. And I think it's an educated guess. I would have guessed Mazda, just because it looks like a Mazda. I think like every car
I think it does.
Looks like that.
Look at that, split right down the middle.
There's a BMW Z8, something James Bond drives in GoldenEye.
All right, last one of this round right here. Name the model. Is that a Tahoe, an Explorer, an Expedition, or a Bronco?
You know, looking at, I was very excited when I heard Ford was going to be making the Bronco again. Imagining something like this, because the renderings they had for the 2020 Bronco were really cool looking. Like that was like the release.
Oh, yeah.
And then they came out with this like tampon on wheels. And I was like, what is this thing? It looks like a Prius mixed with like a, I don't even know. It just looks terrible. It's really sad because the Bronco's just like, yeah, Bronco. That thing you could like take down a rainforest with if you wanted to. Or
All right,
apparently, if you're O.J.
interesting.
Simpson, you can outrun the cops going 40 miles an hour.
What's that?
I said apparently, or if you're O.J. Simpson, you can outrun the cops going 40 miles an hour. All right, so looks like we have. I'm just going through. We have a lot of people that have scored so far, so I just got to make sure I'm not missing anyone. So it looks like Steph Sample is on the board. Looks like Kay now is tied for first with Kev and Bobby, and looks like Dirk gets on the board with one as well. So we have a pretty spread out one. So we got another bonus.
We got a bonus.
Yeah, I tuned it up this time.
Man, Dan was working overtime on this for you guys.
I love my bonuses.
So is this just a one-question bonus?
This is just a one. Yeah, all the bonuses are just one-offs.
Okay.
Completely random. Like this one's going to be completely random from the other ones. And this is one about IBM.
Interesting. All right. So, what 5-letter word is the motto of the IBM computer company? Think, pixel, logic, or click? I do know this, and I won't answer till the end because Mom actually used to work at IBM for a long time.
Yeah.
So I do know it. I'll wait till the end here. All right. So their motto is think.
Yes, that is correct. It's kind of sad when companies like IBM, like they're just obviously not nearly what they were at one point. So fun fact about them, when Microsoft was just a tiny little like 15-person company with Bill Gates, they were nothing. When they came out with their first software, IBM's the one who actually hired them to do it because IBM needed it for their computers.
Right, yeah.
And IBM allowed them in the contract, Bill Gates put in the contract that they could commission it to other companies, to other people, anyone they wanted. And IBM didn't care. And that was like the biggest, a lot of people consider it like the biggest blunder in business history.
I don't know. That might have been 20th Century Fox's deal with George Lucas.
Okay, yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one too. But you got to think though. I mean, Microsoft's still worth hundreds of billions.
Yeah, and IBM pretty much was never the same.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Joey now has 2. So now we have Joey, Bobby, Kevin, and Kay, all with 2 points going into the final round. But then we do have another bonus too. So like this is a very tightly packed game. Nobody has pulled away yet. So this is very interesting. Now this one is fun with flags. Look,
what kind of flags are they?
All state flags. I was going to do countries.
All state flags. Okay.
State flags are kind of fun sometimes. So we're going to do state flags, and we'll see where it goes. So question number 1. Name the state, or I guess I should say district: West Virginia, Washington, D.C., or Delaware. Well, we have a problem here. How did that happen? I think I stroked out when I made the question. So I do apologize. What we're going to try to give everyone correct one. Now it does say on the flag, it is the state flag is Washington. I put Washington, D.C. in there, hoping it'd fool someone. And apparently when I went through, I even double checked my answers. So I'm not sure how that happened.
I'm going to say 2 is the right one.
I don't know because it randomizes them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to say, I'm going to say it picks 2.
Oh no.
2 just sounds right.
Brian's not answering. He doesn't see the answer. Oh boy. I think what I'm going to have to do on that one is hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, Joey, Stephanie, okay. Plus 2 others. Okay, so Mitch and Curtis are the only 2. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to give you points for that. I'm going to write that down. But everyone else will get points. So name the state: Maryland, Louisiana, Delaware, or Arkansas.
Ooh. All right, so that right there is Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland is really oddly proud of their flag. They use it for everything.
See, honestly, for me, I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for University of Maryland.
Their jerseys and everything. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
can say the Terrapins, they use a lot of that, the check pattern like that, and the red and white all the time,
which is really cool. It's a cool flag, I will say. Like, but they like Maryland definitely loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is.
It is a cool flag.
It is. It's very interesting.
Looks like quite a few people got that, but we did have some for Louisiana as well.
I don't even know what Louisiana's flag looks like. I don't know.
I know like 7 or 8 probably, and yeah, like this one. Ooh.
We got Rhode Island, New Jersey, Massachusetts, or Connecticut. So,
I mean, I've got to believe because of the anchor being on it, I would think Rhode Island.
I wish I was big brain, and because I feel like Maryland would have been a good one too to at least throw in there. So I should have put this one before the Maryland one. I don't know.
Oh, another one that would have been good for that was like Delaware. I would have thought maybe Delaware.
I used Delaware in the first 2. I was strangely answering Delaware for a lot of them. I don't know. Let's see. I think most people got this one. A few people in New Jersey.
Connecticut was an interesting one though on that too.
But what is New Jersey?
Yeah, any one of them you can make a case for it.
That's what I'm saying. What is New Jersey's? I don't even know what New Jersey's flag looks like.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I was gonna go with Maine, but I'm like, I feel like Maine's probably got like more wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know? I've never seen Maine's flag. So this is an interesting one. So name the flag. Is it Mississippi, Hawaii, Georgia, or Alaska?
All
right, let's hear you guys, Kyle.
Oh,
I think I stumped him.
I was thinking Georgia.
Kyle's going with Georgia.
I don't know. Alaska kind of sticks out to me though too. I'm going to stick with Georgia, but it was between that and Alaska.
So I'm going to go with Alaska too. This is Hawaii's flag, and actually a lot of people
really.
Brooklyn says this looks like a meme. It kind of does. It's kind of all over the place. It's got lines everywhere. It looks like a 5th grader made it.
Yeah, don't stare at it too long because holy cow, you get dizzy.
I did not realize this was even a real flag, but yeah, that's Hawaii's flag. Would
really?
Never have guessed that. I figured with the Union Jack, I would have guessed probably Georgia, honestly.
That's
maybe
wow, a lot of people got that.
Hmm.
I just don't know my flags that well, apparently.
All right, final one for flags. Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, or New York. And spoiler alert, they almost all have a very, very similar vibe to them.
It's definitely not New York.
Okay. Kyle, definitely not.
All right, I'm going to say Ohio.
Kyle's going Ohio.
Actually, no. I'm sorry, Michigan.
Why Michigan instead of Ohio?
So Michigan, I'm going to just say because of it having such close ties to Canada, you've got the, what is that, an elk or a moose or whatever that is on there, and then you've got the guy standing next to the water, which I'm going to say is maybe like the lake.
Yes, it is Michigan. And that's what, Stephanie says it definitely looks similar. That's why. So all 4 of these have a very, obviously New York's got the justice system kind of thing. I almost said Justice League. But
you got Batman on one side and Superman on the other.
That would be amazing. Someone should really pitch that. But anyway, they all have a very similar like 2 and 2 things where there's a lot of states that don't have any pictures on them or anything. So very interesting there. So Jerry now has 2 points. Brooke gets on the board, and then we got Stephanie has 2. So we have Jerry, Kev, Bobby, Joey, and Stephanie and Kay. Got quite a few people going into the final round. Someone can pull this off and take the win, or we might have a 6-way tie. Because we got Stephanie, Sample, we got Dirk, we got Curtis, and Mitch all with 1, and Brooke all with 1. Interesting. I'm trying to remember what I had for this one. Because every okay, that's right. All right, final bonus question, final question of the night. How many countries does Mexico border? 4, 3, 2, or 1? And I made the
I think it's 3. Like three countries, so number 2, but
I should have typed them out. That was my mistake. I should have done that. I've done it every other time for a long time. So let me see, just in case, who got it right first. So Bobby, I believe. I think if I'm saying that, but I'm not 100% certain until this comes in. But I believe it is. I just had to go through the. Yes, it's computing. Yeah, software gets confused when I type number 2. If there's a 2, yeah, I usually spell them out because it avoids this. Okay, I did get it. It didn't because everyone who answered 3 for 2 countries. So, but it was Bobby. I did see that already. So Bobby did get it right. Truly got it right, and got it first. So Bobby does win. So Bobby has 3 points. So our winner only had 3 points. We had a very spread out game.
Yeah, we did. That was a really good game.
That was a really good game. So Bobby had 3. Tied for second place, we have Stephanie, Joey, Kev, Jerry, and Kay. And then we have Steph, Sample, Dirk, Mitch, Curtis, and Brooke all tied for third. So guys, congratulations. Before you get off, we'll show you real quick just a tidbit. It's not finished yet. But
yep. All right. So here's the website we've been working on. So anybody that's not familiar, Dan and I are moving Trivia Vice, at least the live stuff. So the recordings of it will still be available on YouTube, most likely, but the live stuff is all going to be done within our website, and we will have a mobile app that's coming pretty much in the next week or 2.
Yes.
Everything's been approved. We're just waiting for it, basically. So if you guys want to sign up for it, it's completely free. Just go to www.triviavice.com, create an account. It takes like literally 2 seconds. And then you'll get brought into the community tab right here. So it's pretty cool. It's going to have like an actual social media feed right here, where you can kind of keep up to date on everything. We are building a cryptocurrency around this so that it will be something that we can actually pay out people. Whoever wins, you'll get paid out in the Vice token, which can then be used for other things that we have coming down the pipeline for this, or you can exchange it for cash if you want to, whatever you end up wanting to do with it. We're also going to have, so we'll be going live in here from now on once all of this is fully launched, and you'll be able to watch it either on the website or on the app once that's ready to go.
It's all on YouTube still for now.
Yes, it's got some other stuff on here as well. So if you go up to the tab right there and you click on trivia, it's going to have all of our previous games that we've done. So you just go right in here. Like I said, it will have a play to earn feature that we're working on right now, having the token created and everything. So winners will get paid out that. And then as we go, Dan and I have big plans on expanding how many different games we're offering. We'll have some other pre-recorded stuff for you guys. And then obviously we'll still be doing the live stuff. And then you can go right down through here and it's got all the different categories of, different types of trivia that we've done, things that we'll have coming up. So it's pretty cool. You can message people on here if you want to. You can build teams if you want to do teams, different things like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. And then, like I said, you can kind of converse with one another on the app right here. Is almost like a social media feature right there. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
And the cool thing is too, the app will constantly annoy you and remind you when we're going live. So I expect no tardiness from anyone.
Yes, it will have push notifications on it so that you'll get that right on your phone as soon as it's getting ready to go live. So yeah, just go to triviavice.com, sign up for it, and then it'll bring you right in here. And as soon as all of this is ready, we'll have tutorial videos for you on everything to show you how it works and everything. But until then, we'll continue to just keep going live on YouTube until this is all ready. But pretty much by February at the latest, everything should be ready to go.
Bingo. Yep. So that's it for tonight. And then next Monday we got to come up. We have a rough outline of things we're doing, but we don't always stick to it. So we really do got to get like a rough outline of things we're gonna do a little better, so we can tell people, or people can look on there and see like what's on the pipeline. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for playing. Bobby, congratulations, and we will see you guys next Monday at 9:30. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Have a great night.